Hi everyone, I'm here to talk to you about good manners. Now, this may seem like a no-brainer. However, in today's ever-changing high-tech society, where we can literally have everything at the tip of our fingers, how is there such a disconnect in personal interaction? Maybe someone not holding the door for us, a missed handshake, or something as simple as a coworker not saying thank you. All of these things create a negative image and are poor manners. Personal interaction is something we all have in common. No matter how much we can do on our phones, watches, or computers, let's face it, we still need to have that face-to-face connection. We all have been on a bad date, an interview, or meeting, and we find ourselves asking, where did I go wrong? Now, don't get me wrong, technology is great. Currently using a few forms of it right now, but are we spending too much time on it? You know, the date that looks at their phone the whole entire time, or your coworker who can't seem to look away from the computer for 2 seconds to answer your question. Poor hygiene. Maybe you're that coworker who cooks fish in the microwave or skipped the shower. Or maybe you're wearing flashy attire. Or maybe one of your top buttons is a little too low. Poor etiquette. Not saying hello, thank you, or you're welcome. And body language. We should all be experts in this by now after reading our Snapped book. We all know about not shaking hands or not actively listening. Technology etiquette. All of these things are great and useful, but sometimes they can present a problem. Focus on the face, not the screen. When you're in a meeting or listening to someone speak, turn off the phone. Don't check your email. Pay attention and be present. So very important to show that we are paying attention and listening. Poor hygiene. Bad hygiene offenders are more common than you think. A clean appearance and well-mannered behavior are essential to making a winning impression. Be mindful of playing with your hair too much or biting your fingernails or even eating with your mouth open, says Di Massey. Inappropriate work attire. Skirts that are way too short and suits circa 1972 all spell unprofessionalism. When it comes to business clothes, use your common sense, says Di Massey. Girls, just because the sales girl at the queue says it's cute does not mean your client will also think so, she says. And guys, iron your shirt. Now, I fondly remember in high school frosting my lids and plucking my eyebrows to little C's to follow a trend. However, it doesn't look good in business, nor is it using good manners. Save that stuff for the weekend. Poor etiquette. Saying please, thank you, or excuse me. Never underestimate that. And avoid harmful gossip. Not only can it damage your reputation, it can also damage the reputation of whoever you are gossiping about. Some simple rules to live by. Be polite, say hello, offer to help, hold the door, smile, pay a compliment, use please and thank you. All things I think we learned in kindergarten. Body language. Body language, as we know, is key. The dead fish handshake. More than 40% of respondents said they would think less of someone professionally if they give a limp-wristed handshake. Another 25% went even further to say they would think less of a person personally. When you think you only have 7 seconds to make a first impression, this is not the impression you want to leave, says Di Massey. A firm handshake is key to business, to a first impression, so practice, practice, practice. And as we all know as well, body language, again, being present, showing that you're paying attention is so important for people to hear that you're listening to them and it's respectful. Some do's and don'ts, takeaways. Do be polite and respectful. Avoid being loud and crass. Be present. Don't play on your phone. Dress appropriately. Try not to follow the latest trends. Now, I know some of this may seem silly, but a lot of people are forgetting to use manners. I'm sure we all have been there where someone isn't doing something that we would consider good manners. A Wadham school pupil, Sam Brown, stated, "In the world that we live in today, what damage would being the best person you can be do to society? No damage whatsoever." A better sense of self-worth and leading by example, others will follow. If we're using good manners, it could possibly brush off onto someone else and lead to good business practices. Now, I know we all want what's best materially, maybe the latest iPhone or Michael Kors bag, yet shouldn't our best be in the way we carry ourselves? Author B.D. Hockey said it best: "Good manners cost nothing. Bad manners can cost you your reputation."